So, what if you could take a photo of two people who have never, ever met, and with just one sentence, create a totally realistic wedding portrait of them? Well, that's just one of the wild things a newly upgraded AI from Alibaba can do. Let's dive in and see how this thing, QN ImageEdit, is completely changing the game. All right, we're going to start with what I think is the ultimate test. We're asking this AI to not just combine two pictures, but to understand these super intricate cultural details and create a whole new, emotionally powerful scene, basically from scratch. So, here's the setup. You've got two separate photos of two different people, total strangers. The challenge? Use the AI to make a brand new picture that mashes them together, makes them look like a couple, and does it so well that it looks completely real, all based on one very detailed instruction. And just look at the level of detail in this prompt. The AI isn't just being asked to make a generic wedding photo. No, it has to understand these very specific cultural garments: a red mandarin jacket, an elaborate costume, a golden phoenix headdress. This isn't just testing its ability to draw, it's testing its deep cultural and contextual knowledge. And here is the result. Wow. It is absolutely flawless. The AI perfectly blended two completely separate people into a believable couple. It recreated the intricate traditional clothing with stunning accuracy, and it generated this beautiful, high-quality portrait. This isn't just a small step forward, you guys. This is a giant leap for creative AI. Okay, so we've seen this incredible result, but what exactly is the technology making it all happen? Let's take a second and break down what QN ImageEdit actually is. So at its core, QN ImageEdit is an AI from Alibaba that lets you edit images just by typing out what you want. Think of it as having two parts that work together in perfect sync. One part is a language brain that understands your instructions, and the other is an image brain that can actually draw and execute those instructions. That first example was, really complex. But what about more common, everyday edits? Let's put this model through a few more practical tests and see just how versatile and precise it really is. All right, first up, a simple but really crucial test. Can the AI make a very specific change, like adding something to an object while leaving the rest of the image completely untouched? The setup is super simple: an empty bottle sitting on a desk. The instruction is just 5 words. Fill the bottle with orange juice. The real question is, can it actually understand the physics of it all? Transparency, liquid, reflections, and boom, just like that, it's done. But the magic here isn't just that it filled it with orange juice. Look at the background, the pillar, the carpet, everything on the desk. It's all perfectly preserved. That shows an incredible ability to isolate one tiny change while respecting the context of the entire scene. It's so good. Okay, so adding something new, that's one thing. Now let's try replacing an element inside a really complex scene. This next test is going to challenge the AI's ability to tell the difference between similar-looking objects all on a single plate of food. So here's our starting point: a curry dish with some chicken and potatoes. The instruction is very specific: change the meat to tofu. The real test here is whether the AI can figure out which chunks are meat and which ones aren't. And the result is fascinating. It correctly replaced the chicken with tofu, no problem. Now, it does seem to have interpreted the potatoes also as meat and changed them as well. But here's the truly intelligent part. It recognized that the lime wedge was a totally different thing, a garnish, and left it completely untouched. That's not just editing, that's real comprehension. For our final test, we're taking on a classic AI challenge: typography. Realistically changing text inside a picture, making sure it matches the perspective and the lighting, well, that is incredibly difficult. And the result is just stunning. It didn't just paste new text on top. It seamlessly integrated "I love you" right onto the sign, perfectly matching the original's perspective, its texture, and its lighting. The rest of the picture is identical. I mean, that level of precision is truly remarkable. So, we've seen the magic, but how does it actually work? Let's quickly peek at the basic mechanics behind this thing. Now, don't worry, we're not going to get lost in a bunch of complex equations. The goal here is just to get a high-level, intuitive sense of the process. So you can think of it as a 4-step process. First, the AI gets your inputs, the image and your text prompt. Second, it breaks down both the image and the text into a kind of common digital language, using these little building blocks called tokens. Third, and this is the really crucial part, The tokens from your text start to interact with the tokens from the image, basically rewriting the image's code based on your command. And finally, the AI uses this new, modified set of tokens to reconstruct the image, pixel by pixel, creating the final version that you see. So what's the big deal here? I mean, this isn't the first version of this model. Let's look at what makes this latest release so significant. In just 4 months, the model has seen some huge gains. It's way better at keeping people and objects consistent, it has a much better understanding of shapes in space, and it's much more capable of making these really big, structural changes to a picture. These technical upgrades are exactly what allows it to pull off the incredible results we've just seen today. This technology is evolving at an incredible pace. The ability to seamlessly change our visual reality with just a few simple text prompts is no longer science fiction. And it leaves us with a really critical question to think about. As these tools get more and more powerful and accessible, what does that mean for how we see and how we trust the world around us?